How's it going, guys? My name is Ep.2 and welcome back to another FIFA 17 career mode episode. And in this episode we're playing FC Dallas. Also, I've been requested by fans to bring in a youngster called Alex Iwobi. So you guys already know who he is. I don't have to bring a picture up, so let's just check if it's transfer times. And I might go ahead and simulate this match because I'm just gonna do a couple of transfers and then maybe put the highlights of one game in the end of this episode, and then hopefully that takes off a bit of time and it ends 0-0, which is very shocking. A yellow card either side, and Pogba's come off for probably Massa, and Mkhitaryan's come off for Rashford. Not surprising there. Anyway, I'm probably gonna focus a bit on transfers, and yes, we're gonna verse Real Madrid in the next game. But I've been told to bring in a young lad called Alex Iwobi. So I've been told he's got promising talent. He's 20 years of age, 5'11", preferred. He's a right foot, very happy at his club. Apparently an exciting prospect. He's in okay form. I'm going to post Arsenal to buy. We've got 151 million transfer, which I'm going to go with. I'm not really sure how much this guy goes for, so I'm going to chuck in a bit of 20 mil, see what they say about that. I've seen Iwobi be in their starting lineup a couple of times, Arsenal, so I don't know if they'll sell him to me for that much. But then I've also been told to put in a little bit of, things for coach. That is him, but well, his real name is Jogo Resurrection. So he's been at the club since 2011. He's a long-term player. He might not be able to take him away from that club. But it looks like they're gonna want a bid of 50 mil, so I'm gonna put in a 40 mil bid, and then when they get back to us, work our way slowly up their way. That way, you can pay the bare minimum for players. While we're also on this transfer thing, we're gonna go ahead and list Marwan Fellaini on the transfer list. Just because Fellaini really just doesn't. He's found a little bit of form in real life, but Fellaini just not one of my favorite players really. I prefer to not have him at the club. No offense to Fellaini. So we're gonna skip a little bit of time and see what happens with these transfers. Hey guys, so we've got a transfer offer from Daily Blind here from Sevilla for 20.5 mil. I'm gonna reject. I'm going to counter that and put it in for 35. If they can go ahead and match that, let's face it, he's there because we've got Bahia and Smalling to take the first team positions. Plus, I've already told you guys about bringing in some players like Ramos or someone like Dani Alves or David Alaba even. So, yeah. And then we've also got Arsenal have accepted the $20 million bid for Alex Iwobi. I may be overpaid for him. I'm not even sure. I don't really know how much the lad goes for, so maybe I overpaid, but I don't know. I'm going to give him exactly what he wants, give him a 10% bonus per goal, and then put him as squad rotation player. Let's see if he accepts on that. If he doesn't accept on that, I'm going to put him as a crucial squad member. We got international management opportunities in the market, and that is all for now. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my inbox. So let's take a look at our squad right here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start Rooney over Carrick, and I'm going to start Mata over Herrera, and Herrera can be a little bit of a super sub, if you know what I mean. I'm also going to bring Bastian Schweinsteiger on the bench to replace Fellaini, so Fellaini won't be in the whole thing. Sorry about that little jump cut, guys. I got interrupted just there. But as I was saying, I'm pretty sure I was changing up the starting lineup a bit, but that's all I'm going to change to the starting lineup. I might even, against Real Madrid, give Wilson his club debut. Pretty sure it might be his club debut. Maybe he's played for the youngsters quite a bit, but I'm going to give him his United sort of run for his money. See how well he goes. I might put that player through the training as well. Just see how he does. Maybe he's, a sub for the last 20 minutes of the game. Hopefully we can play a bit higher than they can play and get at least 2 goals up by the 70th minute. And if that happens, we're going to bring that little guy onto the pitch and see what he can do. Now we're into the match this year. It's Manchester United vs Real Madrid, England vs Spain. Not England vs Spain, but you know what I mean. United are English, and Real Madrid are Spanish. So here we got Enzo. That is I'm pretty sure that's Zidane's son, Enzo just there. Made his first appearance a couple of weeks ago. It looks like they're not playing their toughest side though. We got Lucas Vasquez that I can see so far. He's beating a lot of my defenders too, and Valencia comes in just in the nick of time. He gets it to Mkhitaryan, and Mkhitaryan loses the ball. When Mkhitaryan was playing up against Wigan, last night actually, he got the ball squared up right in front of him and he missed it and he sprayed it wide. And all he had to do was get the simplest tap in and it was in the back of the net. But then he also got another opportunity exactly the same as that and he put it in, so I guess he redeemed himself, but it's up to the fans and they were not forgiving him for that one. I mean, I understand that everybody makes mistakes, so it's not his fault, but a lot of the people on Instagram and Twitter, they were just freaking out. They were saying, you know, as an A-grade footballer, how can you even do that? And that should have been a pen. That should have been a penalty. I ran away from the ball just there, trying to play it for the pen, and Massa just lets one go. Mkhitaryan on the wing, chasing it up right here, squares it up, Ibra gets in the middle, oh, puts it into a corner. Madrid are going to make a play just here. They're going to pass it straight back to Massa. He's going to lose it again, back into Ferdinand. He's going to lose it to Valencia, pass it through to Pogba, try and find Martial, finds Martial, only to lose it again back through to Ibrahimovic. He's going to take it up against the wing, and he's going to lose the ball. That is not even what I was trying to do. I don't know why Ibra turned in like that. But here's Valencia, pops it back through to Ibra. Ibra's back on the attack, and he gets... I mean, if I was a referee, I would have taken a closer look on that one, because that could have been ruled a foul. Couldn't have been. There wasn't much contact in there, but if I was going to call anything a foul in this game so far, it would be that. Ibrahimovic with a chase with the keeper, and he gets the ball out. Oh, but Sergio Ramos comes up with a massive clearance to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Ibrahimovic went straight up against Keylor Navas, and he won the challenge. Put it right in front of Mata, but Mata's lost the ball to Ramos, who's just booted it back out onto the live pitch. A bit of a passing error in the back there, and Mata takes out one Real Madrid player very badly. And he's going to line up to take the kick right now. It's Mariano. Now Pogba, I'm looking at the wide wing, and he's gone for the shot. Hasn't even troubled De Gea in the slightest. De Gea is just standing under it going, well, that was easy. Here's Rooney, plays it onto Pogba. Pogba's going to try and take a little swivel turn. I wasn't going to do a skill move swivel turn. Finds Ibrahimovic. I'm going to stop talking because this is a very important play to our game. Do another one of those fake swivel turns. Try and bring it into the box, and he loses the ball once more. And now it's gone out for a throw to Manchester United. Now it's here with Martial. Tries to play it through to Ibra. I don't know what that ball was just there, but it's back out for another throw. I really need to just get the ball in for the perfect counter-attack. Not even a counter-attack anymore, just a perfect attack. Because right now I'm messing it up quite a little bit. Here's Martial running all the way through. He's chopped everybody so far, right with the keeper, and he puts it in the back of the net. Pretty sure that took a deflection of the crossbar maybe, but either way he's put it into the goals. Mkhitaryan is standing up on things like Ander Herrera was doing last episode. And he's just popped it in. I really like Martial. We signed him from I don't even know what French club, but we paid like 50 million for him, and he was a no one then. And like everyone was so shocked, but look, it pays off to be bold with your transfers. And look at that, he's still proving himself in the Premier League right now. He was obviously good talent for United to want to spend that kind of money on him, but like he wasn't really a known player. And while I was concentrating on talking, Mkhitaryan's gone to control the ball as an AI player and put it out of bounds. And now it went for a throw, sort of a bit of a mix-up in the middle there. And now Mariano's on the attack, and I was certain that bet De Gea, but it's actually gone wide. It looked like it bet De Gea and was going wide, and then for a split second there, it looked sort of like it was going to go swivel back around and go into the back of the net. He's Ibra on a perfect counter-attack again now. Plays it off the crossbar and back out. That's a really Pogba thing to do. Right now it's 1-0 our way, and we're beating Real Madrid, but it's half time now. 10th of July 2016. We're a long way away from that right now in real life. It's almost start of school again, for me anyway. So, that was a massive mistake from me. I'm going to stop saying what I was saying just there, because I've accidentally clicked the through ball button while just running with the ball, and he passed it straight out of bounds. how that is just, that's annoying for me. That's probably annoying for you guys to watch too, because it's just like, well, couldn't you have just run with the ball to make an attack? And I'm like, no, I gotta pass it off. Anyway, enough with that. Here's Wayne Rooney. He's gonna try and find Pogba. Instead, he plays a long ball through to Martial, and that was not what I was trying to do, but it worked out. Chops in to find Ibrahimovic. Chops back through to find Martial, and finesse shot round the corner. Martial is attempting to get his hat-trick, and he's going in hard for this. He's made a lovely finesse shot, placed it just around the keeper, who I don't even think they started Keylor Navas. I was calling him Keylor Navas before, but they didn't even start their first team keeper. I don't understand why all these bots, like United, we've played our full first team, and that's because we were versing Real Madrid, but we're versing like Real Madrid under 20s, or like their B team anyway, right now. So I don't really think we should have bulked up the way we did, because I thought it was going to be a really tough game. But AI on FIFA 17 is so broken, because look, they've gone ahead and played all these B team players against playing a club like Manchester United, who they're obviously going to beat a B team, because they're in the Premier League, and they're still, even though they're not at the top 4 in the Premier League, they're still fighting for their spot, and they're a good squad. So these bots playing like the B teams and, you know, under 20 teams, it's just, they just set themselves up to lose. Of course, you've got like a lot of good players in there, like Casemiro. I'm pretty sure I saw Ramos just there, but these players going up against, like, Ramos can take on Ibrahimovic, yes, but the random keeper, he can't take on Ibrahimovic. These random defenders like Lionheart and stuff, they can't take on Ibrahimovic, Mkhitaryan, Pogba. They can't take on these players like Mata. So I'm pretty sure in about 7 minutes in the game, in game time, we're gonna bring on that little guy that we, no, I don't know why I keep calling him little guy, but that guy that we saw from our reserves. We're gonna bring him on, give him a little bit of a start, not even give him a start, but like get him onto the pitch. Martial running with the ball, he loses it. But Martial is trying to stay with the ball because he wants his hat trick. However, he just gets it straight away. That's a bit of a rookie mistake just there. And now Real Madrid are on the attack. That's a bit unfortunate for us. They almost played a shot past the Hater, and Valencia comes out in the nick of time to clear it. Not even going in, but still Valencia had to, you know, make sure he was doing the right thing, and he had to, like, clear the ball out. But now I've just seen, as I paused it to bring on Wilson, I have just seen that there is a Cristiano Ronaldo right there, and I've just seen them bring on Alvaro Morata, not Mata, sorry. So their score's getting a bit more intense for these last few minutes. Not even few minutes. In real life it's few minutes, but these last couple minutes in the game, 20 minutes. When I get the ball next, I'm just going to kick it out of bounds because I need to do my subs. So nothing, it's just a tactical move. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo, plays it straight into De Gea. Gonna grab the ball up here. No, I made a mistake there. I should have just kicked it straight out of bounds. Instead I tried to play it cheeky into like a good upfield position. Oh, and he's been beaten. Well, our subs are back onto the pitch now anyway. So, I don't know why I keep saying subs. It's sub. Our sub is on the pitch now. Let's see if we can get Martial his hat-trick and try and get Wilson the, you know, sort of start of dreams. Martial, and he's got the hat-trick. He's played another finesse shot right into the top right-hand corner. He's going to run up to the flag and knock it over. It is Anthony Martial, the Frenchman, proving himself once again to be a legendary player. Look at this, all the way from the wing, makes a run all the way down the side of the wing, chops into the middle of the box and just places the shot past the keeper. Keeper just watches it go by like nothing I can do about that. Look at the score sheet right now, just Martial. Anyway, here's Wilson. He's going to try and get a little bit of a thing, and then there's Mata and Rooney trying to stop Ronaldo. Ronaldo's gone a bit ham just there. Smalley's going to try and shut down it. Oh, and it's a narrow save by David De Gea. Very lucky for us, but as we all know, anything David De Gea does is not luck. So here is Wilson. He's cleared it out, and little did I know, they didn't leave their keeper back, and Mkhitaryan is winning the race to get the ball. Even though, no, they do have their keeper back, but they had no defenders back. So Mkhitaryan won the race to win the ball, and he's gone for the chip. And it is Wilson. Wilson picks up a goal in his first match under my management. That is incredible. Gets a slap on the back from Mkhitaryan, gets a high five from Rooney, and he's celebrating his heart out because that is the start of dreams right there. That is what a youngster needs to do when he gets a start. Not even a start. I don't know why I keep saying a start when he gets to play in a match. That is what the youngsters need to do. They need to pocket some goals and show their why. In fact, here's Martial. He's going to play a chip through ball over to the youngster. Let's see if he can get a double. Can this youngster get a double? Wilson. Can he make a name for himself? Let's see. He's going to chop back. He's going to come around. Can he make a name? Oh, he's got the full pass, and he sets it up perfectly for Mata. Unfortunately, Mata being the AI, when I just clicked circle, it automatically changed and put him in. I was going to go all the way with Wilson. He beats the keeper, but Wilson's run off and Mata's come in. So that's a goal for Mata. Unlucky for Wilson, he almost picked up his second, but that's a 1 goal, 1 assist in under 20 minutes. That is very nice for that youngster just there. Number 51, he could have got a better number, don't you think, guys? So that's the match over. Anthony Martial picks up a hat-trick, and then there's goals for, pretty sure, let's see, there's goals for Martial, Wilson, and Mata. Mata scores in the 90th minute. Should have left that for Sergio Ramos. That's a 5-0 win over Real Madrid. This might just be too easy, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if I need to higher the difficulty. Let's see what other transfers are happening. So we got 3.4 mil from winning that game just there, and they want 79.5 million for Koke. I'm gonna drop in a 65 mil, see what they say. But that is it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.